Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today will be episode 3 of our series on our passive income challenge. And this video will serve as well as a midweek trading recap as well as a market update. First of all, thank you so much for everyone who recently subscribed to the channel. This means a lot. I would love to reach 100 subscribers before Christmas. So if you want to help me get my Christmas present, feel free to click on that red box down below. All right, let's get into it. First of all, in front of us, we have TradingView here, just the ticker symbol DXY, which is the dollar index. We saw that over the last few days, actually, we are stuck in a range between 21.2 and 91.2, sorry, and 90.7. And over night, so especially this morning, we had a sharp drop, which is always bullish for stocks and equities or assets in general, anything but the dollar. So whenever we see a dollar drop, this is usually fairly bullish for the S&P, Nasdaq in general. Let's just have a quick look at the S&P 500 on the 30-minute chart. As we can see, yesterday was fairly bloody, super red day. A bunch of negative news came, such as the allergic reaction for the vaccine, and as well as hospitalization numbers, etc., etc. So yesterday was actually a really good day to average down on your red positions. As we see right here, we tested 371 on the SPY ETF, got rejected. So 370 will be the next barrier to break until we move on to the next levels. Let's move on really quick to Bitcoin, which has a really interesting price action at the moment. So as I covered in the previous video, we were actually testing, stuck in this symmetrical triangle that we actually broke out of to the downside. So basically we are now back in a larger triangle. You can see as several ways. This was just speculation, me just trying to think about what was going to happen. But you can see this as a bigger triangle, or you could also see this as a head and shoulders, which is a bearish pattern. So what did it mean for our tickers such as Riot or Mara? Red across the board, guys. Let's see if we can. Try and zoom in on this. There we go. So Riot had an incredible run last week. As we all know, we tested all 52-week new highs, and we even started running alone, which means without Bitcoin. When Bitcoin started getting a little bearish, right around here, so see Bitcoin tested all-time highs here, then came right back down. Riot actually get back up. I missed actually a really good opportunity to sell covered calls, especially on this candles on Tuesday morning. I was actually, we were still in this symmetrical triangle as far as BTC USD price action, so I wasn't sure if we were going to break out to the upside or the downside. So I did not take a play until fairly late on Tuesday morning, as we can try and see here. Riot 1812 and Riot. Here we go. So this is the call I sold. It is already closed, so I opened it on December the 8th and actually closed it yesterday. for 5 cents. So the beauty of selling covered calls is that you do not have to wait until expiration. You can close that trade in order to get your shares back that were locked as collateral, and therefore allow you to write another call for, let's say, the same Friday. I could today, right at market open, write another call expiring for tomorrow, expecting to cash in small change, but nonetheless still change. And I also wrote another one for a further out expiration date in order to just get more premium money in the process. So I sold these two calls. My 11.5 expiring next week is still open. And yeah, that's about it. As far as my other open position, Aquabounty technology that I talked about in episode 1 of this video. So I opened this roughly 10 days ago. This trade is actually doing very well. You cannot really see it on the screen since I opened this trade for $70 profit, credit, sorry. I'm currently losing on this trade, but this does not factor in the after hour movement of Aquabounty technology. Let's just find it here. And yes, luckily, after hours were really good to me. Since my strike price is at 7.5, I opened this trade right on this candle on November the 30th, if you can remember. And ever since, my covered call is a loser. But luckily, we're coming right back below my strike price, which will have a dramatic consequence on the price of this contract. What you see here, 188, will shrink 100% right below, I would say 60 cents. So I'm trying to close that trade for a profit. So buy to close right here for ideally lower price than the credit I cashed in the first place. What else is there? Let's see. And yeah, I wanted to talk about the few swings I started. So as you may know, my strategy consists in writing calls, getting buying power in the process, most of the time doing it early during the week, Monday or Tuesday, in order to have as many days till expiration possible. And with that money, I open new positions in companies I'm interested in. And let's see, what did I buy? I actually averaged down a little bit on SNDL, like I was touching on. So I grabbed 230 shares more in order to just build up my position to a full one. So now I'm fully stocked. My average price per share is 0.55, I believe. Let's see. I'm sorry, my internet is pretty slow. Okay, this is not gonna work. Okay, here it is. So I am currently holding 600 shares and down 15%. I averaged down around 46, and we'll be ready to keep adding more, and probably my full position will be around 1,000 shares. Moving on. Oh yeah, Desktop Metal, ticker DM, formerly ticker TRNE, so Trine Acquisition, is changing their ticker today, actually. And what can we see right from the start? We have quite a sell-off. I cannot show you this on TradingView because the ticker change is messing up everything. So you will have the wrong ticker before today, so it messes up the whole chart. But yesterday after hour, we had a fairly big run up. It's not quite showing. And right now, what can we see? Profit takers in the morning. Nothing too surprising. It's always feels good to see a merger being successful, meaning when the ticker changes, the stock price is not below $10. So I will keep you updated on that trade. Um, I intend to hold these shares for as long as possible. I think Desktop Metal is a very interesting business. They are basically creating these 3D printers applied for manufacturing and trying to democratize 3D printer, especially for materials like metal and composites, plastics and stuff like that, just to allow people to get to the next level and manufacture their own pieces, whether it's for the automotive industry or electronics, you name it. I want to be part of this new 3D printing revolution, and I think Desktop Metal is a good pick for that. One more stock that I actually averaged up on was ticker symbol NNOX, NanoX Imaging. I cannot find it. Where is it? Right here. Just grabbed 3 more shares at $50. So NanoX Imaging is this company who's designing a revolutionary X-ray machine, very portable, and basically their business model is a pay-per-scan. They would provide these scanners for free to hospitals, and these hospitals will have to pay for every picture they take, and they're giving the machines for free. So very interesting model. I think it's supposed to be very successful and disrupt this super old industry, which is these big ass X-rays and MRI machines. If you ever been in one, you probably know that this is not a good time. One last thing before we finish this video, BFT. Ticker symbol BFT merging with the payment giant Paysafe. I opened the position quite around the top actually, but I figured this, I think I opened it right around here, trying to average down a little bit. Started position of 30 shares, and I just intend on holding it, doubling my money, taking profits, and letting some Riot share into oblivion. So yeah, feel free to do your research on Paysafe. They are very big in the digital payment sector, gaming, such as like gift cards with Epic Games, so Fortnite, or Roblox. Many of these gaming platforms have like in-game purchases, and Paysafe allows people to buy these cards without having an account. So yeah, that was my last swing. I will keep an eye on it. I'm currently down 4%, but I'm really not concerned. Probably will try and grab another 10 shares to round it up to roughly $500 position. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I feel like the rest of the week might give us some more red, so opportunities to average down on our positions. Palantir also got a really strong pullback this week. I'm currently short a call, so I sold a private call, which is currently in the money, and I will probably try and roll it over into the future when it gets a little bit closer to my strike price, so I don't have to pay too much. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or recommendations on which stocks I should cover or talk about, or maybe open a position in, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. As always, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed yourself here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.